Hi everyone, John Connolly, President of the Twin Cities North Chamber of Commerce, and this is Chamber Check-In, your source for virtual networking, great local solutions and content. Hey, we're glad you joined us today. A shout out to 9 North that produces Chamber Check-In. We appreciate their partnership. And for all things chamber related and event related and ways to find local businesses like the two we have today on Chamber Check-In, go to twincitiesnorth.org. That's twincitiesnorth.org. And you'll find all sorts of resources and ways to connect with local businesses and solutions. Speaking of, let's bring the first of our two guests here on Chamber Check-In, and that is Ahsha Muzzy of Country Financial. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me. As you know, my
Absolutely.
name.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, let's hear about your story. Let's talk about how you got involved with country and then country itself.
Sure. Well, as you know, my name's Ahsha Muzzy. I'm an insurance agent with Country Financial. So I own my own insurance agency, and then I work with or partner with Country Financial and offer their products. So we do offer home, auto, life, business, as well as retirement options.
So the whole comprehensive look at providing insurance, not only for residents but businesses too as well, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Great, great, great.
Um,
And so, what makes country unique? You know, what is unique about country that you like to tell your customers?
Yeah, so we've been around for 100 years, and one thing that's unique, we like to meet with each client face to face, to get them in the office or virtually, like we're doing now, and just go over detail line by line the products and offers that we give them.
Absolutely. And now, what are you seeing in the marketplace? What trends are you seeing? Because those are important factors, you know, as we look at the world of insurance. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So in my 4 years, I've been working with the country. There's been quite a few rate increases. We've seen inflation. And then one thing country, as well as in my agency that we like to do is just we try to make sure that we're improving our systems, whether that's our software or our processes, just so that we're getting ahead of it. Despite what's going on in the marketplace, we just want to make sure we're offering the best experience to our clients.
Yeah, and I know the pace of change is really fast. Why is it changing so fast? Because you know you see the advertising, you see all the data, and read articles and things. But tell us more about why that is.
Yeah, that's a great question. Just as you mentioned, the nature of this industry, we're keeping up with inflation. If the cost of homes are going up, we have to increase our prices to compensate. If there's claims in the area, that's also going to affect the rate increases. So it's just things that are ever changing, unfortunately. That's the sad part
Yeah,
of it.
and from what I understand, the reinsurance market too as well is changing too as well, which affects you guys too. You know, and you have to look at that globally
Mhm.
with your customer base, I suppose.
Correct.
Yeah. So what new products are out there that everyone should think about or consider that you're trying to chat with your customers about?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same old, same old. But maybe just like with the new look at it, we're trying to make sure people, because mandatory is auto insurance and home insurance, but a lot of people don't realize that even though life insurance isn't mandatory, that is something that you should have to protect your assets, like your home, your auto, and your mortgage.
Yeah,
So
and
that's what,
then
yeah.
there's all these obviously umbrella policies that stack on those things
Yes.
that help out. But also, I was reading an article about cybersecurity insurance, pet insurance, a few other things too as well. Is that something country gets involved in, or you leave that to other folks?
Leave that to other folks, but if there's something that country doesn't cover, one thing that we do have is a brokerage option, so I
Oh,
can
good.
kinda outsource a little bit.
Oh, that's great to know. So, speaking of good segue, how do people get in touch with you, Asha?
Sure, so the first thing, if you wanna type in your browser, Ahsha Muzzy, you can go directly to my, rep website. I'm also on Facebook, and also on LinkedIn, Ahsha Muzzy with
Awesome. And
Country
where are you
Financial.
located, Asha?
Yeah, I just moved in right here to New Brighton area. I just finished setting my office now, so I'm at 2599 Mississippi Street, Suite A.
Welcome to New Brighton. That's one of our
Thank you.
communities. So, hey, tell us your last thoughts you'd like to share with everyone here in about 30 seconds, Asha.
Sure. I'm just really excited. I just joined the chamber, so I'm really excited to be a part of that. And I look forward to like the events that we have upcoming this year and that I can be a part of and the services I can offer to the Twin Cities North area.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us on Chamber Check and Ahsha. Everyone, check her out on Facebook and other sources. She's a comprehensive insurance source and problem
Yes.
solver for you in those areas. So thanks so much for joining us, Ahsha. And next,
You're welcome.
we're going to talk. We talked insurance. Now we're going to talk about destination marketing and tourism with Lisa Peterson. Lisa, welcome to Chamber Check In. She is the marketing director for Twin Cities Gateway, right?
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, share with us a little bit about, tell everyone, for those that don't know about Twin City Gateway, who you are and what you do.
So, Twin Cities Gateway is a destination marketing organization. We cover 11 cities in the North Metro, and our job is to bring in tourism to get people to come and visit our area and to just discover all of the wonderful assets that we have in the communities.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those hidden things, economic development related, because people spend the money and then they leave, hopefully with a smile on their face, wanting them to come back, right?
Exactly. Tourism is often the gateway to people deciding that they want to come and live and build their families in a community. So it's really that first kind of step that people take when deciding where they want to live and grow their business or raise their families.
Yeah, great connection now into something I wanted to ask you a question about. You know, what are some of those things that bring people into our communities, like big events, 3M Championship, other things like that? What are those things that expose people that might consider relocating here?
One of the biggest events that we have in our area is the Target USA Cup that's held in July. That's a huge one that brings in over 1,200 soccer teams from around the world. I think people who live in Blaine understand how massive it is, but it is massive not only for the Twin Cities Gateway region, but for the state of Minnesota as well.
Absolutely, yeah. That's USA Cup, and then there's that's an annual event, by the way, everyone. It comes every year, and everyone just thinks it happens. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that happens. It literally the event ends and then it starts again. The planning of it's one of those type of events, and it's big. Tell us what other big events that everyone should be aware of that are coming into our area here.
Well, spring and summer are really our go-to seasons, obviously, because Minnesota is known for our wonderful summers, and they're short. So we have to pack a lot of stuff into just a little amount of time. But I think we have about 10 different festivals in our 11 communities throughout the summer and into the fall, into October. So we have New Brighton Stockyard Days, we have Lino Lakes Blue Heron Days, Fridley 49er Days, Mounds View Festival in the Park. There's just a ton of different things. There's several July 4th events. It's just a lot of really, really fun events, community wide. And if you like those kinds of things, we are the place to come because we have a lot of them.
Absolutely, and that's everyone on top of some of these, like I said, annual events. You have these community festivals, but also big events that are nearby, like the Back to the '50s Antique Show, Car Show, etc. I'd mentioned 3M Championship and now USA Cup. Lisa, what when you're out talking to people that are considering visiting our destination, what do you hear back from them? What attracts them most to the area besides these big events? What is it about our area that people really like and gets them to come back to?
I think one of the biggest things that I hear back is that they weren't even aware that there were all these little gems so close to a very populated metro area, right?
Hmm.
So all of these little cities are just on the cusp of Minneapolis and St. Paul. People really love the proximity to being able to go to like a bigger concert or sporting event or something like that. But then they like to come back and have the quietness of the suburbs and our hotels. So all of our hotels are located in great, easy to get to areas, free parking. A lot of them have continental breakfasts, really nice rooms, and great rates.
Great, yeah, and that's the recipe, everyone, for a great destination. And Lisa's there inviting people to come visit in that destination marketing organization, Twin City Gateway. Hey, how do people find you, Lisa? How do people get that resource?
They just have to type in tcgateway.com and they will find all of our resources and everything about our community. And if they have any questions, there's places to fill out, and I will be answering them. There's me and one other staff member, so you always get a live human being.
That's wonderful to know. And just so everyone knows, Twin Cities North Chamber, you know, we cross over and rep a lot of these cities in that B2B area. And then Lisa's group, Twin City Gateway, is our sister, you know, in economic development and promotion. So, you know, we have a great partnership with Twin City Gateway. I just want to affirm that. Hey, last thing I want to cover with you, Lisa, travel trends. What's the latest in travel that you're hearing? You know,
The drive market is really big right now, with spring and summer coming and the loss of the snowpack, which we really didn't have that much this year down here, anyways. But people are really getting eager to travel again. So our drive markets are coming on pretty strong. And yeah, travel is up. People are excited to be out. It's been 5 years since COVID, so
That's
everybody's
right.
happy.
That's right. Hey, we have about 30 seconds left in your segment. Tell us your last thoughts, Lisa, that you'd like to share with everyone.
The Twin Cities Gateway, even though it's home to a lot of people who are going to be watching this, invite your friends, your family, and have them come and discover all of the wonderful little assets that we have in these communities. We have so much to offer that I think a lot of people just don't realize.
That's right. Folks, remember the hidden gems in our area? Lisa, thanks so much for bringing those to our attention. Everyone, check them out at tcgateway.com. Thanks so much, Lisa, for joining us. And to Ahsha Muzzy from Country Financial, thanks so much for joining us on Chamber Check-In and sharing the latest on insurance and ways to save money and to source insurance products. We thank you for joining us. And now, the vision of the Twin Cities North Chamber of Commerce is to promote business, develop leaders, and connect communities. And we're so glad you connected with us today. A shout out to 9 North that produces Chamber Check-In. We appreciate their partnership. And for all things chamber related, event related, and to find resources, go to twincitiesnorth.org. That's twincitiesnorth.org. And there you'll find all sorts of ways to connect with local businesses like Ahsha at Country Financial and with Twin Cities Gateway. Everyone have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.